Hey everyone, it's Carissa from Lead with Purpose. Welcome to day 4 of the Culture Challenge. Today is all about getting curious to find out how do the people around you view the world that you are in, or how do they perceive their environment. So to kick off, we're going to start the culture conversation with a really broad question, and that is, how would you describe our culture, or how would you describe the environment that you work in? So people normally will share with you, what do they see as being their enablers? What are the things that work really well or support them to do their job on a day-to-day basis? And the other side of that is, what are some of their frustrations, or what are their roadblocks? What are the things that prevent them from doing their best work on a day-to-day basis? Language here is really important. So really take note of what are the words people use to describe your workplace. Because words like grow, development, learning, valued, heard, being mentored paints a very different picture of a workplace culture than words like overwhelming, stressful, under the pump, things are always changing, or chaotic. So really take note. What is the language that people are using? How are they describing the workplace that they are in? Once you've got that view of what the workplace is, it's really important then to understand, what behaviours are people seeing on a day-to-day basis? And are those behaviours aligning or supporting the messaging that we're giving around our culture? Because it's really important that these two things are in alignment. Otherwise, what can happen is sometimes our messaging around our culture is not supported by the behaviours that people see on a day-to-day basis. And that really undermines all of the good work that we're trying to do around culture. So it's really important to understand, are people actually on board with that? Is it playing out in their behaviours? Another great question for people is, how do they do their best work? Do they feel that the culture that they're in actually supports them to be able to do that? And what kind of workplace do they want to be able to come to work in? Because normally people know, they will be able to tell you what are the things that they want to be involved in, what is the kind of culture they really want to belong to, or spend a place where they spend their time. So, and then start to look for some of these ideas or some of these common threads around, what are perhaps some of the key things that might be missing, or that you can turbocharge. You can really turn up the volume on some of those key ingredients and really empower people to be the one to make the change that they want to see. We can't just create culture on our own. We need to be able to bring people along with us and empower them to be a part of creating the right culture that is really going to serve your workplace. Today is really just an opportunity to get curious, ask a lot of questions, be in the moment in these conversations, and listen really well. What are the things people are telling you? What are the things they're not telling you? What are the non-verbal cues that you're able to pick up on? There's a huge amount of insights you can gain just from talking about your culture with the people around you. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow for the final day of the challenge.